To get started, I want to use this eyeshadow palette. So when I saw this at store, they have them in Walmart, but I went to Walmart again recently and they didn't really have that display anymore. I feel like that collection sold out really quickly, but they had this pink one and then they had another one that was mostly greens, blues, and golds. But I already have a blue eyeshadow palette, so I just picked up the pink and gold ones. And this one is so cute. This has a little sandy on it. And then it has Mrs. Puff as well. This is so cute. And just look at all these gorgeous shadows. We have a couple of shimmers in here. And then we have a really beautiful iridescent shade. This is gold, but it's kind of harder to see the iridescent flakes in here. The camera is showing like a really gold color. And then you have a couple of browns here. And I really love the matte shimmers in here. And I'm so excited to use them. So then I have, of course I have to use the Mrs. Puff Powder Puff. This is adorable. This is the cutest little puff I've ever owned. And then we have some cooling loose setting powder. We have some yellow mascara. We have some lip oil, and it comes with a little keychain. Look at how cute that is. We have Underwater Wonder Blush, and this is just basically an orange. Well, it's like a coral orange. And then we have some setting spray. I'm going to be taking my Amuse eyeshadow primer and just applying that to the lids. I'm gonna basically take the eyeshadow primer and kind of pack it into my inner eye area. So I want to cover up that discoloration. I'm going to use my Soothing and Cooling Face Stick. And this is not a primer, but this is just an extra step that I wear during the hotter months. This feels like really creamy, and it does make my face feel smoother and cooler. So we have yellow mascara. So I definitely want to do a yellow look, but I think I'm gonna start off with this nude shade here. I'm gonna be taking my eyeshadow brush and just apply this all over my lid. Actually, the crease area. This is just basically like a nude skin tone color. Okay, I think I'm just going to go with, why don't we play around with the yellows and the browns for this look? Just because the mascara is yellow and I kind of want the mascara to stand out. So I'm going to be taking my crease brush. I'm going to be applying this brown, and I'm just going to apply some on the crease. Just to give it a little color. I'm just gonna kind of blend that out. Actually, what we should have done is we should have just started with lip balm. So I'm gonna apply that real quick. Yeah, my lips, I am a lip picker. I do it out of nervous habit, but it's actually like a pretty bad habit. So that's why my lips look like this. I'll just let the coconut oil sink into my lips, and hopefully they'll absorb enough moisture that it's not so chapped. So next, I think I'm going to go in with that yellow color and just apply that all over my lid. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do one coat of that, and then I'm gonna take this shimmery gold and apply that to my crease. Wow, that one is so beautiful. Kind of has like quite a bit of chunks. So I'm gonna have to blend that out a little bit, because I really want to use this other iridescent color. So I'm not gonna go too heavy-handed with the yellow, because I think I'm gonna put this glitter right on top. Yeah, this is such a beautiful matte yellow. You get mostly the glitter and you do get some yellow pigment, but it's just really shimmery. And this is my first time using my new eyeshadow brush. And then I'm gonna be taking my little flat brush here, and I'm gonna take that same brown color and kind of apply that on my waterline. And when I'm finished putting on the rest of my makeup, I'm gonna retouch that at the end. This is where the fun part comes in. So I purchased the NYX Gripping Face Primer. This is supposed to be pretty strong. And I was actually looking for a glitter primer, but I couldn't find any. I've been searching for a while and I don't know where I can get them. I'm basically looking for an eye primer that you can adhere glitter eyeshadow with, because I haven't touched my glittery eyeshadows, like the ones that are really chunky, only because the fallout's really bad and they don't stay. And I don't know where to get primer for that. I don't even know if it exists. So I just decided to try this. But look at how cute this little glue bottle is. I love it. And I heard this stuff is really, really grippy. So we'll see if this works. I'm just gonna basically take some on my hand. A very little bit. And I'm just gonna apply that to my lid. Basically where I want that other... And I'm gonna apply this basically where I want that glitter shade. Because I'm gonna be using this one right here, and this one is really flaky. So I'm gonna be taking this flat brush And you can kind of see how chunky this is. And I'm just going to apply that directly on the lid. Wow, that is gorgeous. Holy cow, that is so like bright and beautiful. I love that. And you know what, this gripping primer is really, really good. It's just so beautiful. And you know what, I love this brush for applying lid shades. This one, I did haul this in a video. Actually, I think it's the last video that I filmed. I got these cherry themed makeup brushes at Ross, and I really love this one. This is perfect for applying lid shadows and your concealer. Yeah, that is just beautiful. I love the way this turned out. And I feel like this is good for every day, like this whole look, because it's not too heavy. So I already put on my foundation. I also put on my cream e.l.f. bronzer. I'm going to be putting on this blush. I'm going to be blending this down just a little bit. I want to add more color to my face. I think this is my first liquid blush from Wet n Wild. And these blend out beautifully. They are not as pigmented as Dollar Tree blushes, but the color is just really beautiful, and they're actually really creamy. And you can definitely build up the color. And when I tested this out on my hand, I found out that if you get this color and this color, this is the Ioni Liquid Blush and Rosette. This one is in soft pink. And these you can get at Dollar Tree for $125. At least I still think they're $125. They might be $150 to $175. The prices went up again recently. I don't know how much the beauty costs or if they are going to have a markup. I haven't been to Dollar Tree in about a month. So if you mix these two together, you will end up getting this color here. I just thought I would share that in case you didn't want to spend money on this blush, because this one was around $7 to $8, I think. So I have that on my cheeks, and I really love the colors. You can definitely use this just as it is, but I like wearing it under my makeup just because I kind of feel like it brings out the colors even more. So next I'm going to be adding my powder foundation, and I'm using a Maybelline Fit Me foundation. This is in the shade Medium Buff 225, and I swear I've been using this for like a year and I still have so much left over. Like, I remember I used to go through 1 to 3 of these a year, but this one I've had for exactly a year. I haven't really been wearing that much makeup. At least like before I started my channel, I wasn't wearing as much. But nowadays I'm wearing more. And I just want to show you guys a difference. So when you wear your blush under your powder foundation, it makes the blush look very natural, which I really like. I haven't always done that. I've always just kind of slapped on blush. This is actually the first year I've used a liquid blush. Not this one, but overall it's my first year wearing liquid blush like ever. But liquid blush, it can be worn alone or under makeup. I still use blush in the powder form because I guess I like the consistency, and I feel like cream products don't really last on my skin just because I can sweat a lot during the summer, and I also have dry skin, so it can kind of get like separated. But as you can see, this kind of gives me like a natural look, and it does mute down the color a little bit, but I just love how everything kind of like blends together. On this side, it's kind of like more like shinier, and this is me using cream bronzer and liquid blush, and that's just what it looks like. I feel like using a cream bronzer and a liquid blush, if you're just going outside or you're going to the beach or something, this is just like really perfect. But for me, I just prefer wearing it under my makeup because I just love the way it looks. I completely forgot to put on my concealer, so I'm just gonna do that real quick and then kind of reset it. And I'm using both concealers from Dollar Tree. And hopefully the setting powder will kind of blend this in, and hopefully it doesn't look too cakey. So then I'm going to be using a powder bronzer. And I'm just going to use this brush here. And I'm just going to apply that in all the places that I put that cream bronzer. And because this is a summer makeup look, I'm going to go a little bit heavier on the bronzer. I guess I'm not really going that heavy with the bronzer. So I'm just going to be taking this brown again and putting it directly under my waterline. I've always loved Wet n Wild products. I feel like I've been using their eyeshadows ever since I first started wearing makeup. I remember discovering their nail polishes back in high school. This is like 2010. Or actually, no, 2008. I don't even remember. I think it was 2008. So I kind of want to define the outer edges. So I'm going to go in with this darker brown shade. And I'm just going to kind of put this on the crease. Yeah, like this palette right here is just like beautiful. I feel like I'm gonna have so much fun wearing this. So then I'm gonna take more of that sparkly shade It's like gold. Now I'm just gonna kind of apply a little more. That way we have an all over glitter eye, which I love. And I'm gonna take this dark shade again and kind of add it to the outer V. And now going in with the eyeliners, I'm going to use yellow eyeliner because Spongebob is yellow and I think it would go really well with this look. This is NYX Epic Wear eyeliner and this is in the shade Cosmic Yellow. Now, if I had a brown eyeliner, I probably would have chosen brown. But that's fine. So then I'm going to do yellow lashes on the bottom lashes. I'm kind of afraid to do it on the top lashes. I have never used a yellow lash before, so we're just gonna kind of test it out. Not sure how I feel about this. It's interesting. It's kind of weird because when I look out like into like the real world and not just the camera, I kind of see like this yellow tint in my eye. It's like, it feels like a bright light that's not there in camera. Though it would be interesting to wear this during the day. I like that it's really pigmented, but I have never used Wet n Wild mascara, so I don't know how long it lasts. And I don't think I'm gonna wear this on my upper eyes. That's because I don't want to ruin the look. I'm going to take this powder blush. This is a Maybelline Fit Me Medium Coral. I'm just gonna apply a little bit. And this blush right here is actually pretty light on me, so I have to kind of have like more color, especially like underneath my powder. And this blush does already have highlighter in it, but I'm still gonna add more highlighter. Yeah, so I feel like these two right here are a perfect combination if you're looking for using this on dry. I'm gonna take my AOA Studio and I'm going to use the yellow and green and apply that. This palette is such a beautiful highlighter palette. It's actually a multi makeup item. It can be used as a blush, a highlighter, and eyeshadow. So then over this, I felt like it was necessary to add some Chameleon Chrome. So I'm going to take my powder blush and apply some on top. I feel like it adds such a beautiful finish. And then last but not least, the setting powder. So it says it's supposed to be cooling. And I really love this packaging. Anytime I see this, it makes me really happy. And this is mainly why I decided to purchase a whole collection. I love Spongebob, so I knew I couldn't have missed it. Because that way when I'm using my makeup, I can stare at all the little characters. I'm a sucker when it comes to packaging. I just got some all over my hand. Yeah, you have to be really careful when you open the powder. Like when you peel back the paper. So we're gonna get Mrs. Puff. And then we're basically gonna be putting some on the lid. Ooh. This does have a cooling effect. And we're gonna apply some powder over here. I see some people wearing powder over here, but that's kind of like where I put my bronzer. That's okay. Yeah, so it definitely does have a cooling effect, which is interesting. So then last but not least, I'm gonna go in with the lip oil. Now, I actually think I'm gonna use it with a matte lipstick. I'm gonna use my AOA Studio Wonder Matte Lipstick. This is in the shade Saffron. And this was only $1. And I love this lipstick. Now, my lips are super chapped. It's super dry. But that's where the lip oil comes in. So this is the Bikini Bottom lip oil. And it says it's supposed to be cooling. And I adore this packaging. This is just so adorable. This smells exactly like pineapples. Yeah, so this definitely has a cooling effect. It kind of feels like peppermint on the lips. So then to finish off this look, I'm going to be using the Kelp Shake Setting Mist. This is the completed makeup look. So I wanted to do a quick little recap on this little Wet n Wild collection. So first of all, I paid about under $15 for this makeup palette. And I feel like this is a really good deal considering you get 16 beautiful eyeshadows. I love the quality of this eyeshadow palette. I love the color story of this. And my favorite thing about this palette is the matte glitters. And I love that they had just one chunky glitter shadow in here versus having so many like I see in other palettes. But yeah, this is just such an amazing quality. This, I would say everything here is a 10 out of 10. My favorite out of everything is this eyeshadow palette. I adore this little powder puff so much. I know I'm going to be using it quite a bit. So this is my second favorite thing. And you know what? I really liked the cooling setting powder. I really feel like after using the setting powder, not only does it kind of give you like a cooling sensation, but it does kind of like set your makeup pretty nicely. The overall packaging on everything is like a 10 out of 10. And I don't want to be like the type of person that likes every single thing, but when I do little mini reviews on things, I like to keep my reviews completely honest. Everything worked really well. Everything was pigmented. So let me know if you guys have picked this up yourself and you guys have tried it. Let me know how you liked it, what you didn't like. For me, like, I don't think I didn't like anything. I have like no complaints with this little collection. If I had the budget to purchase the entire collection, I probably would have, because I'm actually like a huge Wet n Wild fan, and I have been for such a long time. And their makeup products are just really great. Like, great for affordability, and the quality is really nice compared to higher end makeup products. Let me know if I should do more makeup looks using this eyeshadow palette. I had so much fun filming it. Yeah, and I'm just like overall just like really excited to have everything in my collection now. Makeup makes me happy, and it's just like, I don't know, like it just makes me look forward to using it. And it's always nice to treat yourself once in a while and to buy little like gimmicky things. I feel like makeup personally, like, it makes me feel good, and it's just like fun to use, you know? Like, I know everyone out there has like their other hobbies and stuff, but I don't know, like when it comes to makeup, it's just like so much fun. Whenever I like buy something as simple as a little like lip oil, or like eyeshadow palette, or just like the small things, like I just get really happy because I just love makeup so much. Yeah, like I'm just like really excited that I was able to get this collection before it sold out, because when it comes to Wet n Wild, I just have to buy everything that they have, especially the eyeshadow palettes, because once they're sold out, they won't ever have them again. I do enjoy shopping and buying things. At least like for me, it was a problem in the past. I still feel like it's important to treat yourself every once in a while. You know, make sure that you actually use up your makeup products. Make sure that you aren't buying something just because it's a trend, or you want to get like a lot of views. One thing that I have been kind of like struggling a little bit with is recently fear of missing out on makeup collections. Now, I don't have a lot of money I don't have like disposable income, so it's just hard for me. Like, I don't want to call myself beauty influencer, but a newer content creator, I guess. It can get kind of expensive. So I'm just kind of like, I do want to grow my channel, but at the same time, I don't want to just buy something just because it's popular. I know on my channel you may see a couple of new makeup items like in the far future that maybe I will buy and talk about, because it's always fun to do that also, to talk about trending products, to talk about popular products, to see what I like, what I don't like. I feel like makeup is so like personal to the person who is buying it, and it is fun to like try things out, but I want to be a smarter consumer, you know, like think about the planet, think about my own finances, and just like not sit and like hoard makeup or beauty products. So in the future, you will be seeing project panning. I don't know why, but I just noticed that Spongebob's nose is completely missing. Like, it doesn't have an outline, and it looks like he doesn't have a nose. Now, I don't know if I accidentally rubbed something off, but where did his nose go? Like, what? Yeah, I just bought this too. That is so funny. But yeah, like I don't know. I just noticed that. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get going, but I want to leave you guys off with thank you so much for being here. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and go ahead and like this video if you did enjoy it. You don't have to, but it does help my channel out. It does help me grow here on YouTube. And for the people who are continuously watching me, thank you so much. I appreciate you, and make sure you guys go hug your cat or dog today, and make sure you stay kind, and I will see you guys later. Bye.